Welcome back to the 7th episode of Octopath Traveler. In this one, we are going to be starting up another path. I believe this one is with the scholar known as Cyrus. He is a teacher at the Royal Academy in Atlaston, and though he has numerous admirers, his only true passion is the pursuit of knowledge. There's so much more I would learn. One day, he realizes that an invaluable tome has vanished from the Royal Library, piquing his insatiable curiosity. So, let us begin the 7th path in Octopath Traveler.
A world of knowledge awaits.
Just a quick note, these episodes are going to be a little bit slow.
And so it was that Atlastan was founded some 2 centuries ago.
The beginning exposition ones, which are going to be the ones that I just uploaded, this one and the next one. But afterwards, when I can do the second round of episodes, it's going to get a little more in-depth, and I might just work on knocking out each character's path rather than doing an episode of each character. But anyways, Cyrus, continue on with your lecture.
Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera.
Oh, one more thing. My commentary is going to be kind of lacking right now because, again, it's mostly dialogue, exposition, and backstory. But in the next episode, I will be able to commentate a bit more. You only hear my voice now and when I'm reading dialogue that isn't voiced. But, Cyrus, yes, keep giving me that history.
But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
I think it was...
Now, no need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlastan was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor.
Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Hello?
Alright, so I'm gonna give a little fun fact here. When I was doing audio testing to prepare for when I was playing this game, I didn't want to get spoiled of the art style of this game, and what I did was, I actually went on a chat, like a Discord call with some of my friends, and I put a blindfold over my eyes and let them guide me, and I accidentally picked this game, or I picked this path when I was doing audio testing, but I also wanted to test out if the battle audio was any different, or like if the battle theme was any different, which it wasn't, thankfully. But yeah, I actually was wearing a blindfold trying to navigate this place. I know that much because the music is the same as when I was doing that testing, but yeah, it was pretty fun to do that. It literally pretty much a blinds playthrough, if you will. Library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. Alright, cool. I'll head to the library, I guess. Alright, cool. The old radar. There's a chest down there. I want that. What else? I did actually take the blindfold off, but my glasses were off as well, because I wear glasses. So I still couldn't see anything clearly. I just saw colors. And all I saw was just red and white everywhere. And surprisingly, I could still navigate. It really made no sense to me, but I guess I could.
Professor Albright.
What's going on here?
Your Highness.
The truth of the matter is,
But of course!
It would be my pleasure to answer anything.
Mm-hmm.
After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
indeed.
Yes, Professor, it will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship?
Very astute of you.
A very astute question, Your Highness. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of their religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell. I see. A shame, Matt.
The truth is...
I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that...
Oh,
Why is Therese sulking? Let us continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
With pleasure.
No need for apologies, and it would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of a sharp and curious mind.
Why, thank you.
Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future? That's a good point.
Indeed.
The most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness. As I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. You are far too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student.
Ah,
Oh dear, I'm running late.
good day.
Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
Farewell.
Of course, Professor.
Ah, Therese.
Hello there.
Yes? Do you have a question for me?
As well?
No.
I mean, no. Good day, Professor. Okay, I'm actually gonna head back here real quick. I know that treasure chest. Over to the right. Over here. A Thunder Soulstone. Cool. Oh my, wow. Good thing I checked. Alright, nice. That'll probably come in handy later. The Atlaston Palace Gate. Okay. So that's like a flower bed or something. I want to head left. Right here.
It's
the
me,
library.
Cyrus.
The Special Archives. Professor Albert, you're looking quite eager today. When I heard that an original copy of the Church of the Flame, A Complete History, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it.
I see.
You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
Is something amiss?
Actually,
For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy, when you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. When you put it that way, yes, much as a child is fascinated by a new toy, I am titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge.
I see.
Right, the expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear. I most certainly will.
What have we here?
How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting dilemma.
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
The headmaster would see you at once. Of all the times to... Oh, well. Might I ask of you a favor? What might that be?
The truth is...
The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? Huh, I'll begin looking at once, Professor.
Many thanks. Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter. My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing! That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
But that goes against everything.
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait, there was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the Special Archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer. Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
What's the matter?
Yes, what is it, Therese? I wonder why she's here. It's about Professor Albright, sir. Oh, get to the library. Library, not library.
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright.
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, this is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. Quite honestly, it'd be easier to steal the crown off the king's head.
Aho!
An impregnable vault, a disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed!
You could say that indeed, a habit I just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution.
I see.
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
I'll not deny it. Worry not, the tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search.
Time time to do some research.
And the game is afoot. Now, where to begin my search? I suppose I should inquire with Mercedes as to where the keys to the library are stored. The guard at the front door would know who has been frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars. Then mayhap I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Alright, so it looks like he can inquire as well. Yeah. Let's see now. Testimony. Of course I've got a key to the archives. And no, I wasn't sleeping. I was resting my eyes is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyway? Most intriguing. Oh wait, what was that? What did that little prompt say? I think I checked the journal for that? Okay, guess not. Miscellany? Oh wait. Scrutinize the townsfolk for information on the incident. Alright, never mind. I guess I'll talk to you. Man, why does Cyrus's coat look like Robin's coat from Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening? Just a little bit. Let's see now. The key to the archives. Oh, I haven't got that, but I'm not surprised someone stole the tome, considering what they're worth. I've gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. Most intriguing. Weird, like, his scrutinize is a weird mixture of, like, theory on steel and, who is it? I believe Alphin's Inquire. Let's see now. Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guard stationed outside should have a key to the library archives. Okay, so I guess I should head to, go to the Headmaster and speak to Yvonne. Royal Academy of Atlas Down. Why do I feel like this is not where I should be? But at the same time... Nope, I think I got it. It should be... here? Yes. Hello. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I have had no reason to peruse those tomes in quite some time. But the dust gathered upon it suggests he's not used it lately. Okay, so he hasn't used his key in a good while.
Splendid!
That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Who possesses the key to the archives? The headmaster and the guard.
But of course!
Of course, it all makes sense now. There are only 2 keys to the archives, one belonging to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. Whose keys was used to unlock the archives? I guess the guards, considering the headmaster didn't use it. The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty.
Oh!
It would be all too easy a task to lift the key off his person. So is it possible that the guard is our man?
No.
No, he would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. And most likely, one who has accrued a frightful gambling debt.
Which means that...
Put it all together, and our villain is... Russell.
Yes.
Indubitably, that shifty scholar Russell. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof.
Shall we begin?
Now all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. Word has it he's been doing his research underground these days.
Now then,
I think it's time I did some field work of my own. Alright, and that's my cue to save. And in the next episode for Cyrus's Path, we'll go down into that underground place and try to find our man Russell. But that's going to be all for this episode. That being said, so thank you all so very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and vote in the comments who you want to see me, which path you want to see next. Once again, thanks very much for watching, and of course, have a good one. Goodbye.